Hey guys, what is up? Tim here, and today I have a review of the Mophie Juice Pack Air. Now this is an iPhone 4 and 4S case for Verizon and AT&T. You're not going to have any compatibility issues, so that's good. But this is a case that charges your phone while you're using it. It's just a very handy case, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But I'm going to give you a pretty in-depth review of why I dislike the case, and you'll hear my insights, and you'll hear whether or not to buy it. So stick around for the review. Alright, so first I'm going to go over the obligatory parts of the review, which will be the ports and the buttons and stuff like that. So on the side, you're just going to have a little flush finish right here, and then you're going to have, obviously, your power supply, which I'll get to in a minute when I talk about the battery itself. Then you're going to get your buttons here, which obviously are pretty recessed because the case is pretty bulky itself. I haven't had any troubles with the lock switch or anything like that. But the two power up and power down buttons are kind of hard to get into. You have to kind of push your nails in. And obviously we have the battery case on and off part, which I'll get to in a second. And then down here we have our headphone jack and power button. The headphone jack is pretty easy to get headphones into. You're not going to really have that many issues, but sometimes you might need an extender to get bigger size headphones in, like those crappy headphones Beats by Dr. Dre, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with. Piece of crap headphones, but their jack is very big, so you're not going to be able to fit it into this case. You also have, like I said, your locks button, which isn't really too hard to lock. You can just use kind of like the top of your finger to push it in. That's what I usually do. Camera cutout, pretty recessed, as you can see. It really shows the thickness of this case, and when I take off the top of it, you can see it's just not the top of it that's really recessed. It's that this part actually carries the battery, and I'll show you that in a little bit when I get into the battery part section. But those are the ports, and that's pretty much it for this part of the review. Alright, so the real reason someone will want to buy this case is the battery in it of itself. Now this case carries a lithium-ion polymer battery inside of it, which claims to be the same battery life as the iPhone 4. Now this battery is pretty darn good. You can go from about 0% battery, you can go from like 0% battery, and hold on, I'm at 20% battery right now, and if I charge it, it'll just turn on. But when I flick the switch right there on the side, like I just did, on, and then off, sorry, off, and then yeah, I just had it backwards. But yeah, it'll charge your phone back up to a pretty reasonable amount of battery. It has saved my butt on many occasions. I think I can usually get it from about 0 to 86, 87%, depending on just how much I'm using the case while I'm charging it. Now, some people like to keep the case on while it's charging, or some people like to keep the phone on while it's charging, use it throughout the day and just have it so it never runs out of 100% battery. But that's not really what I like to do. I will like to keep it on all day, use it like I normally would, and then when it runs low on battery, like right now, it's like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and I'm pretty much done with my battery for the day, and so I'll just flip the switch on until I get to a computer and get to a place where I can actually charge it safely. And so this is just really good for convenience. If you frequently run out of battery and you have the iPhone 4S, a lot of people have noticed that the battery does run out very quickly. This could be the case for you. Now this case isn't cheap, like I said before. It is $80 at Best Buy. You can pick it up there or on the Mophie website. I think you can get it for a little bit cheaper, but it's still not that much of a price cut. This is a very, very expensive case, but it is at a premium because it is a nice case. Doesn't offer too much protection. Like I said before, the screen isn't it's not like a lay on the table design. So the screen is actually hitting first. If you notice, it's not very protective of the screen lip area. So you might have an issue with that. But if you really want the case out of convenience, this is definitely the case for you. If you don't drop your phone too much, I would definitely recommend getting this case, as it is kind of fragile because I have broken a model of this case before. I brought it back to Best Buy and they gave me a free one. But whatever, I mean, you can give it, take it. It just depends on what kind of iPhone user you are. So like I said, run out of battery quickly, definitely get this case. And if you're really kind of a light iPhone user, I really wouldn't recommend this case because it is quite expensive, breaks easily, and there really isn't too much other use to it other than charging the battery. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. This has been my full review on the Mophie Juice Pack Air. You can pick this up at Best Buy or at Mophie's website, mophie.com. Thanks a lot for watching. This has been Tim, and I'm out. Peace.